How does the immigration process work?
We ask that you submit to a brief medical exam to ensure your health and well-being after making such a long journey. Once you've been cleared, our colonization experts will assist you in finding your new home. Please be mindful of the queue. Thousands of eager colonists like you are waiting to begin their new life in Andromeda.
Where? Place is deserted.
What can you tell me about the Andromeda galaxy?
Here in Andromeda, you are over 2 million light-years away from the Milky Way galaxy. This is the furthest any life form has ever traveled outside our home system, making you a brave pioneer indeed. The Nexus itself is located in a region known as the Helios Cluster. Here, you and thousands of your fellow colonists will fulfill your dreams of settling a new home. Fortune awaits.
Well, hopefully this works.
What is the Nexus?
The Nexus serves as the central hub for the Andromeda Initiative's colonization efforts. It is the first destination for all colonists upon their arrival in the new galaxy. Please enjoy the many venues the Nexus has to offer. As the station expands, it will one day serve as the seat of government for Milky Way colonists. Providing a safe, stable, and prosperous environment is our primary goal.
Not from the looks of it.
How's that, Natasha? Is it working?
Where do colonists live?
Once you've cleared immigration, our helpful staff will assist you in choosing the home world of your dreams. Will it be the tropical paradise of Habitat 7, the gentle rolling hills of Habitat 3,
Yay.
or perhaps the mysterious twilight world of Habitat 5?
Have to make you a
Whichever
moderator.
you choose, rest assured our Pathfinders have carefully vetted all colony worlds to ensure your security and prosperity.
What is the Nexus?
Habitat
The
7?
Nexus serves
That's
as the
where we
central
landed,
hub
just
for the
way out of date.
Andromeda Initiative's colonization efforts.
That's all.
It or perhaps the mysterious twilight
Like,
world
we
of
can see, like,
Habitat
the
5.
rings of their head.
Whichever you choose, rest assured our Pathfinders have carefully vetted all colony worlds to ensure your security and prosperity. For immigration processing is
Oh boy.
unknown error.
Habitat 7?
Right.
That's where we landed,
That was
just way
helpful.
out of date.
That's all.
It has been my pleasure. Please see one of our helpful immigration
Plants
staff
are
for
still
further
alive.
assistance. And welcome to your new home in Andromeda,
Well, we got
where the
this
brightest star is
Maybe
you.
he's got champagne.
Current wait time for
Hi there.
immigration processing is unknown error.
Right.
We're from
That was
Hyperion,
helpful.
and wondering where everybody went.
Did he hear?
Oh, I can turn
Plants
the
are still
volume
alive.
down on the
Did you say
microphone. Or I can turn the game volume down.
There's a guy. Maybe he's got champagne.
This is
Hi
the
there.
Nexus, right? Pretty sure we parked in the right place.
And for what
We're
it's
from
worth, your
Hyperion,
VI over
and
there could use an update.
wondering where everybody went.
Of course, I'm sorry. It's just, we thought
Did he hear you?
dead. Did you say an
What?
arc? Or captured, or lost in dark space, or... But you're here.
This is the
You
Nexus,
have no
right?
idea how much this means.
Pretty sure we parked in the right place.
don't believe it.
And for what it's worth, your VI over there could use an update.
Of course, I'm sorry. It's just, we thought you were all dead.
What?
I'm Scott Ryder. This is
Or
Cora
captured,
Harper and
or
Dave Costa,
lost in dark
part of the
space,
Pathfinder
or...
team.
I'm sorry for the confusion.
But you're here. You have no idea how much this means.
For scrambling equipment. I don't believe thought you were just another malfunction. I'm Tyrion Kandros. I lead our militia
Aren't
on
you
the
expecting
Nexus.
us?
You're the first arc we've seen.
I'm Scott
After a year
Ryder.
of waiting
This is
and
Cora
no sign of
Harper
the
and
others,
Liam
we
Costa,
shuttered the
part of the
Sirius and stopped
Pathfinder
looking.
team.
He's been
I'm
stranded
sorry
a
for the
whole year.
confusion. Our sensors told us an arc had arrived, but Helios is notorious for scrambling
That
equipment.
sucks.
We thought you were just another malfunction.
We arrived 14 months ago. Right away, we hit a band of dark energy.
But aren't you expecting us?
You're the first arc we've seen. After a year of waiting and no sign of the others,
I didn't
we
even
shuttered
know there
this
was
area and
something
stopped
there.
looking.
You've been stranded for a whole year?
That's
Longer.
good.
People died.
I'll fill you in on the
I
way to
guess
Op Center.
exploration
Chaos
helps.
went on for months.
Everything that could go
Yeah,
wrong with our plan
Pathfinder.
has.
When order was We arrived 14 months ago. Right away, we hit a band of dark energy that knocked us off
Things back
course.
to normal?
We're familiar with it.
Then you'll know why we call it the Scourge.
No word from the
We
other
lost whole
Pathfinders?
sections of the station. A lot of people died. No power, no food. The chaos went on for months. It finally led to armed rebellion. When order was restored, the
We had a
insurgents
first
were
contact
banished.
situation on Habitat
Exiles,
7.
we call
The whole thing went south.
Are things back to
They
normal?
tried to kill us.
Not even close. That wasn't first contact. But you're here now, so maybe the worst is over. Those aliens were
No
here.
word from the other Pathfinders?
Guys, go ahead. Anyone check out the security situation. Any threats from the locals?
You should know our command structure. So far, we've stayed hidden. We're in no shape to deal with an attack.
We had a first contact situation on Habitat 7. Whole thing went south. They tried to kill us.
That wasn't first contact. We know about them. Those aliens were here.
Stand by to merge
You guys go
power
ahead.
into the grid.
I'll check out the security situation.
You should know our command
Light her up.
structure has been fractured. Some of us are filling in for leaders who died.
Is it true? The crew of the
They said drop everything and report for duty.
Good luck. And no one was expecting an arc to finally show up.
I'm Jaren Tan, director
Docking
of the
procedures
initiative.
agreeing across the board.
No idea how much.
Stand by to merge Hyperion power into the grid.
Not as much as it means to us. We had one hell of a time getting here. Nice to see some friendly faces.
Hungry faces.
The
Any
crew of the
supplies you can
Hyperion.
spare would be appreciated.
Good luck.
This is Foster Addison. She oversees colonial affairs. I'm Jaren Tan, director of the initiative. You have no idea how
Where's
much
the
your arrival
Pathfinder?
means to us.
You're looking at him. Not as much as it
You're
means
not
to us.
Alex Rider.
We had one hell of a time
father's
getting here. Nice to see some friendly faces.
Hungry faces. Any supplies you can spare would be appreciated.
Unfortunately.
This is Foster Addison.
Please
She oversees colonial affairs.
The entire initiative is at risk. None of
Where's the
golden worlds
Pathfinder?
planned out.
You're
They're
looking
a
at him.
bust, and there's been no word from the other arms.
You're not Alec Rider.
What happened?
My father's dead.
Unknown.
He made me
Our
his
supplies
successor.
are nearly depleted. Rationing bought us some time, but
Alec
even that's running out.
is dead. We need to find more resources. But that takes
Please
people,
understand.
and we
The
can't
entire
make them up.
initiative is at risk.
Until they have somewhere to live.
None of the golden worlds
A
panned
golden
out. They're a bust.
Now
And there's
more
been
than
no
ever,
word from the other
We
arcs.
need a pathfinder.
What happened to them?
It now falls to you, Rider. Unknown. Our supplies are nearly depleted. Rationing bought us some time, but even that's running out.
We need to find more resources.
My father believed I
But
would.
that takes people.
If you
And we
trusted him with the
can't wake
job,
them up.
You'll have to trust his Until they have somewhere to live.
Your father won't be around
A golden
to fix
world.
things if you fail. Now more than ever, we need a pathfinder.
It now falls to
Well,
you,
it's the
Rider.
first female
Are you up to the
that
task?
we've seen her face.
Superintendent of this station.
Because
They
Bakara,
haven't
she,
scared you
her
off
face was
already?
My
covered.
father believed I am.
It's nothing personal.
Now
If
the
you
other
trusted
one
him with the
is
job,
dead.
For on-the-job
You'll have to
training.
trust his judgment.
At least the
Your father
Pathfinder
won't be
here
around to
seems
fix
willing
things
to
if
try.
you fail.
We could use a fresh. That's no way to treat a
You've
guest.
heard my concerns. I'll leave you to it.
I'm Nak Morkesh, superintendent of this station.
We're all feeling the
Hope they
pressure.
haven't scared you off already.
Let's have a private
It's
word in
nothing
my office,
personal,
Rider.
but
We'll
now
discuss
isn't the
it in
time for
scholarship.
on-the-job training.
I'm happy to work out the details.
At least the
with
Pathfinder
your
here seems
associate.
willing to try. We could use a fresh perspective.
You've heard my concerns. I'll leave
Welcome
you to
the
it.
Nexus.
We're all feeling the pressure. Let's have a private word in my office, Ryder. We'll discuss giving you a scout ship.
I can't believe how
I'm happy
far
to work
off
out the
track things
details
have
with
gone.
your
It's bad,
associate.
but it's not over. Not yet.
Ma'am, the Hyperion's core is now online.
Welcome to the Nexus. Let me show you something. An hour ago, that was all dark. But with the power from your ship, you're keeping the lights on.
I can't believe how far off
You've
track
outlined-
things have gone.
It's bad, but it's not over. Not yet.
And when the power
Ma'am, the
runs out,
Hyperion's core is now
You
online.
best go talk to Director Tan.
sure
Let me
that
show you
doesn't
something. And don't be shy. Come see me when you have a chance. An hour ago, that was all dark. But with the power from your ship, you're keeping the lights on. You have my vote.
And when the power runs out,
You'd best go talk to Director Tan. Make sure that
Alright.
doesn't happen. And don't be shy.
So,
Come see me when you have a chance.
we got one up here, which I think is.
Taylor, where's that Jack? The Hyperion has started to send a tally of supplies. Help should I know? Handling something did, was she? I'll just organize this as it comes in and send it your way. You know what the priorities are. Thank you.
right, what happened?
To who?
To whom? And your goddamn father. Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec. Spender, you have a job. If you want to keep it, do it. God damn it. All right, what happened?
To who?
To whom? And your goddamn father. Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec.
Okay.
I don't want to get into it. Things went wrong. And now I'm the one you have to deal with.
Alec Ryder wouldn't accept that kind of ultimatum. Damned if I will. We'd never have left home if we... Not home. The Milky Way. This is home. This mess. We don't have a lot of options, Ryder.
I don't want to
Maybe
get
you'll
into
prove
it.
your father right.
Things went wrong.
After 14 months
And
of
now I'm
failed
the one you have to deal with.
Forgive me if I don't. Alec Ryder wouldn't accept that kind of ultimatum. Damned if I will.
How do you
We'd
fit into
never
the
have
Nexus
left
leadership?
home if we... I oversee the actual not home. The Milky Way. This is home. This mess. We don't have a lot of options, Ryder. Maybe you'll prove your father right. After 14 months of failed colonization, forgive me if I don't hold my breath. Only a new galaxy could pull me away. And here we are.
How do you fit into the Nexus leadership? You called my father
I oversee
Alec.
the actual settlement effort. As the number of outposts is currently less than ideal, my influence is limited. As Tan is quick to remind me. Left a perfectly adequate career as a chief officer. Provincial capital, too. Or his friend. Only a new galaxy could pull me away. And here we are, idling.
You called my father Alec.
Much like a
No one does that.
A lot of us joined the initiative because of his vision. What he shared of it, anyway.
Were you friends? Or...
I'm not your new mother, if that's what you're asking. Or his friend. He hated that I didn't use his title. But no one's a pathfinder until they've path-found something. Much like a colonial director without colonies.
Okay.
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack, they disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry, 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That's how bad it is. Not sure who started it.
There must be some
Recording
kind of
the
plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive. You don't
We
trust him?
expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack, they disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry, 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That's how bad it is. Not sure who started it, but we're calling them Ket. Kandros will know more. Maybe too much.
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative. We came here to make history, Ryder, not repeat it. Ugh, goddamn poetry.
Oh, lots of
There's also the strange technology. Has anyone studied that?
We've tried. Not me. The brains in research. They're supposed to know their business. The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And
There's
from
also
what
the
Hyperion
strange
logs say about
technology.
Alec, maybe
Has
that's
anyone
good.
studied that?
We've tried. Not me. The brains in research. They're supposed to know their business. The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire. The initiative promised a goal. Andromeda has not cooperated.
You've had no colony successes in over a year. How many tries is that?
Less than you'd think. The Scourge, spoiled worlds, exiles, hostiles. We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire. The initiative promised a goal. Andromeda has not cooperated.
And if it had?
Beautiful utopian horseshit. Colonies that produce and support each other. The Nexus as Citadel. Not headed by Tan. Or even me. Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out. That's what you're up against. Why people won't trust you. Why I don't trust you.
Excuse me, Director
Prove me
Addison.
wrong. Ryder?
It's Pathfinder.
Ryder, we're starving here. If we don't get a foundation of outposts to feed the initiative, we might as well be 600 years dead. Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out. That's what you're up against. Why people won't trust you. Why I don't trust you. Prove me wrong.
There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot that needs doing. At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place. I keep the station functional, or as
There you
functional
are.
as possible. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot that needs doing.
I noticed
At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
Yet, have you? Number 8.
Tan.
What kind of work do you do as
Ask him why
superintendent?
most of my people left. I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place. I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible,
My clan were supposed to
considering.
settle
Matters and in return, get more say in the initiative.
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
You haven't spoken to number 8 yet,
Did the
have
deal
you?
go through? Number 8?
The clan held up
Tan.
their part, but Tan had ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions. I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and in return, get more say in the initiative. We're done being used.
Did the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here. Then Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal
With your
in the
clan
first
gone,
place.
why did you stay?
It was a mess, but I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used. Need me here.
Why do you call Tan 8?
Because he was 8th in line to take over the Andromeda initiative. I like to remind him of that.
With your
now and
clan gone, why did you
Keep
stay?
him It's complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
Why do you call Tan 8?
Her teeth kind of glitch
Because he
in and
was
out.
8th
with
in
her,
line to take over the Andromeda initiative. I like to remind
Her
him of that
lips.
now and then. Keep him
Some idiots
humble.
tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, was killed. What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, was killed. Because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever. And let's not forget how badly the station was damaged on arrival.
What happened to Jean Garson?
But that's a detail. Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders.
If we don't
10
get
might know
materials
more.
soon, things will go downhill. And I thought the Hyperion had it bad when we arrived. Anything else?
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever. And let's not forget how badly the station was damaged on arrival. But that's a detail, according to some. My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with the genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with the genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the
No wonder your people have such a problem with Solarians.
Some wounds never heal. Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond. And it's not fair to blame it all on them either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new beginnings. My people need that more than most.
Okay, let's go.
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show mutation against the virus. A natural defense. During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah.
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
Still early, but there's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show mutation against the virus. A natural defense. During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. It's still early, but I think we made a dent. Our scientists say we've improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had. Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
Nothing more for now.
Try not to die out there. My crew's working on it. We've moved the ops center to the top of our priority list. That's an entire sector showing green. Good job.
Nothing more for now.
Try not to die out there.
This is the planet where we landed.
My crew's working on it. We've moved the ops center to the top of our priority list.
That's been true of every world we found.
That's an entire sector showing green.
Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
This is the planet where we landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we found. Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
I thought it didn't measure up as Pathfinder.
Director Addison keeps her own counsel. I keep mine.
And when you disagree?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself. To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial?
I thought it didn't measure up as Pathfinder.
It wasn't here when we left. Director Addison keeps her own counsel. I keep mine.
And when you disagree?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself. To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way. Yet it rendered all the golden worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that.
Okay.
This one here.
You said every planet you found
Eos.
is unlivable. How? So, how do I...
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable. No. So, how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Okay, I don't know what's
I
going
think
on
I
with
should
the
go
stream right
check
now,
on things.
so